There's a beautiful aspect in life that's called change. And usually when it starts to happen is that when you start to get fed up in life, because everyone goes through this period in time where we all get fed up, right? We had it, right? The last straw, right? Where we just really want to change our life. We all go through the same problems. Everybody goes through the same problems. It's just different how we all react, because we all have different reactions. We all been taught, we all been programmed in different ways, right? Between where we grew up and how we been treated. But I want you guys to understand that when you start to change your life and you start to become who you really are, right? Not the name you've been given, not what your friends call you by, not by who other people see you as. When you start to understand yourself, your flaws, what you're good at, what you're not good at, how you understand yourself, how you can improve your life, right? You start to see the world differently, man, because you start to actually see how you once were, and sometimes, in most case scenarios, how you are is how most people are. Is just other people don't see it, right? Because most people say, oh, they're not like me. Most people are like us, right? Most people are exactly the way we think. Most people are the exact same thing. It's just we all create different thinking patterns, right? We all think differently, but we're all the same. Think about it. We all live, breathe, and shit the same. It's very crazy how one simple mind shift can actually change your whole life. Because think about it. I never really thought about trading. I never thought about, making money in the stock market. But what I did have is that hustle mentality, right? That go-getting money, right? It's very fascinating how once you start to change your life, once you start to actually see your life in different ways, when you start to shift, right, your diagram on where you're going, because you really have to learn about this world a lot, man. Because honestly, once I started getting into books and reading about life and stuff like that, man, I really never knew how much of this world I'm missing out on, you know what I'm saying, about life. Because I've noticed that over the past couple of years, bro, I've just been so glued up in my own head, on social media. I've been glued up on my problems, but I really do got a feeling that books really help me out, man. Like, if you guys are not a book reader, I recommend it, or at least watch a podcast, or at least watch audiobooks, right? Because everybody in the world needs to become educated, bro. We are not educated, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, school doesn't teach you about finance. School doesn't teach you about controlling your emotions, who you are. School doesn't teach you on how to become, the best version of yourself. School teaches you, and it indoctrinates you to becoming an employee. It's programmed to getting you a job. You know what I'm saying? Because why do you think, who do you want to be when you grow up? Most people be like police, firefighter, nurse. They want to be a doctor. When was the last time you heard a kid be like, I want to be young and rich. I want to be like Batman, right? Like a superhero. If you think about it, most superheroes start off their story, in shit situations, right? They all grow up poor. They all grow up in struggles. And then in the end, they all grow up and having everything they had. Everyone's all happy and stuff. Most people don't realize that that's how life is, man. When you start to grow up and actually start to develop, yourself, finding yourself, when you start to get out of the rat race, when you start to unveil the person who you are within your mind, right? When you start to actually imagine and see, and you start to act who you are in here, you see the world differently, and you start to see everything come to you, man. Because I've always been struggling with money. Money's been one of my biggest struggles, because I've always want to get rich quick. I want to get it now. But I've noticed that the more I've just focused on what I can control, money comes to me. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, develop the aspect of identifying who you are. Change the belief in that you can adapt yourself, right? What you imagine in your mind, you can actually become and act and be that person, right? If you think that you are intelligent and professional, if you think like you're Bruce Wayne, if you think like you're some famous actor or an anime character, you can become any character you want in this world, bro. All you have to do is adapt the idea that you are it, develop habits and skills on how you can develop that character. Because in life, you get to really choose your character, bro. You get to really choose if you want to be an employee. You get to choose if you want to become, a CEO. Everything in life is all a choice. But the only thing that's stopping you is change. What's stopping you from changing? Is it the fear? Is it the regret? Or is it the loneliness that you're going to have to go through? Because we all go through loneliness and hard trials and tribulations. But the thing is, we all have a story to tell. And it's very beautiful when you actually go through it and tough it out and figure it out and succeed in the end, because everyone has their own beautiful story. But my question to you is, when are you going to start yours? All right. Hope this video helped you out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Take care.